Okay, guys, I just want to share something with you that's been heavy on my heart. About 2 years ago, I was disfellowshipped from the Jehovah's Witness religion, organization, cult is what I call it now. Lifelong. That's all I ever knew. So I've kind of been floundering a little bit because I don't know where else to go. And if anybody knows about Jehovah's Witnesses, they know that once you question their doctrine, you are considered mentally diseased. And if you don't change your way of thinking back to rank and file Jehovah's Witnesses, then you have to be kicked out of the organization because you will corrupt the rest of the congregation. So because I did not change, I could not change my views, because once you open Pandora's box and you see all the lies and the deceit of this organization, and my heart was sincere, I finally decided, after being in and out of the faith for many, many years, I've always struggled with the beliefs. It didn't make any sense to me. So when I started, the catalyst for me is when my father was dying. And he says, Monica, he says, make my heart glad. He says, draw close to Jehovah, draw close to his organization. That's the ark, Monica. Stay in the ark, because that's your only salvation, is Jehovah's organization, which is the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. And I promised my dad, I said, Daddy, I am. I'm going to try. I'm going to do the best I can. After my father died, it became more on my heart, because I made this promise to my dad because he was so passionate about it. So I decided I'm going to keep my word to my dad because he loves me, you know. So I started going to the meetings back, getting back in the field service, parts on the meeting, learning as much as I can, trying to get back in the groove of things in Jehovah's organization. Excuse me, guys. And I started going out in field service, knocking on doors, and the seasoned sister, elder's wife's sister, was sort of like my mentor. I had two of them, and a couple of other sisters that really tried to help me understand. And I did not understand the whole 607 BCE 1914 thing. It did not make sense to me. So I said, if I'm going to be going door to door, knocking on people's door and telling them, trying to help them gain everlasting life, I truly needed to understand what I was trying to teach them. So I sat with the elders' wives, and they tried to help me to understand this 607 1914 thing. It made no sense to me. No sense. Especially once I started doing research, and I was scared to death to do research because we were discouraged to do research because the brothers, the governing body, has always have did the research for you. You have no reason to go online. You're going to go get in with apostate information and, you know, people against God or whatever. Only go to the organization. And I did that, and I did that, and I did that, and it made no sense to me. So finally I decided I am going to go outside the box, and I'm going to look at what historians say, what scholars say, what other people's opinions were. And once I opened that, and let me tell you this first, I contemplated doing this because I was so afraid that God was going to strike me dead by the keystrokes of going beyond the organization. That's crazy. That's crazy. I cried. I was scared to death. I was shaking like a leaf because I was so afraid that God was going to be mad at me because I questioned doctrine. And when I hit that key and all this information came out, I cried like a baby. I was angry. So angry. It's like the rug had been pulled from under me. Just flashed. I'm like, what? I'm not going to get into the whole everything that I learned and whatever. You can do your own research about that. But it was an awakening for me with that particular subject. And then I started doing more of the history of Jehovah's Witnesses. And I found out that Charles Taze Russell was a Mason. Today, if you go to his gravesite, it's a prayer pyramid, a Masonic pyramid. Our founding father. Really? So anyway, that's how I started awakening. And then one day that started my quest of looking for information and, the validity of the Bible and everything. So I'm sitting one evening watching a documentary on, I think, the Discovery Channel about the Bible, fact or fiction, or whatever. I immersed myself in learning as much as I can about the history of the times that are in the Bible and trying to, piece it together. And I'm sitting there wide awake, eating chips and drinking my tea, watching this, like about 7 o'clock in the evening. And then all of a sudden, I had this sensation while I'm watching TV, this sensation of sinking. And my eyes are wide open and things started getting dark. I said, okay, am I having a stroke? What is happening to me? And it just kept getting darker, and it was just like I was sinking. And it scared me, guys. It scared me so bad. So I started calling on Jehovah's name, because that's how I've been taught. If you're really afraid and you need your father, you call on his name. You call on God's name. So I started calling, and the words wouldn't come out of my mouth, but from my heart. I was saying, Jehovah, help me. Please help me, Jehovah. And the more I said, Jehovah, I dropped. Jehovah, help me. And I dropped. Jehovah, please help me. And I dropped. And at this point, I'm scared to death. My eyes are wide open. I see the television. I see the lights in my room. But I still have this sensation of darkness. It was the weirdest thing. And in desperation, all of a sudden, I couldn't see the light. I couldn't see the TV anymore. I couldn't see nothing. It was black, totally black, but I could still hear the television. It was just, I can't even explain it. But then I said, Jesus, help me. And the minute I said Jesus, it was like the sensation of moving up just a little bit, and it was like the darkness wasn't as dark. So I said his name again, Jesus, help me. And it was lighter and lighter. And I kept saying, Jesus, help me. Please help me. And then it was light again. And I could see the TV, and I'm in my bedroom, and I'm looking around, what just happened to me? And then I got scared again. I said, it's the demons, because Jehovah's Witnesses taught me, God doesn't talk to you. He doesn't, if something like that happens to you, it's the devil. And as soon as I thought it was the devil, it became dark again. And immediately I said, Jesus, please help me. And the light kept getting brighter. And then I got scared. And I'm like, this must be the devil. And then in my head, I didn't say it with my mouth, but it was in my head or my heart. I said, this must be the devil. And I sunk when I had that thought. And he says, Monica, I heard a voice clear as day. He says, Monica, stop doubting me. Stop doubting me. And I said, okay, Jesus, okay. That went on for some time. And after it was all over with, I fell down on my knees and I prayed to Jesus, thanking him for speaking to me, for waking me up. I don't know what all this means. I don't know what this all means. I don't know. But I know that I am on a quest. I'm listening and I'm watching, because the scriptures say my sheep will hear my voice. And I truly believe I'm one of his sheep. I don't feel like I deserve to be one of his sheep, but I feel firmly in my heart that he called me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point, but I'm just going to listen to his voice. I know people will look at this video and say, this woman is crazy out of her mind, because if I was to see something like this, I say, well, something must be wrong with her. What was in her tea? I think I'm a pretty level-headed person. And I don't even know what this video means, but I just wanted to share this with other people who may have had a similar experience. I don't belong to any type of religion. I'm searching and I'm listening for his voice. And I will continue to. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know what it means, but just wanted to share it.